phone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
CaribJet, the award-winning agent, the oldest and most experienced travel company in Grenada. For our corporate and private clients, we carefully choose which airline we book you on. We are the main agents for Virgin Atlantic, British Airways, KLM and Condor, specialists to India, Africa, Middle East and South America. For worldwide flights, contact 439-4444 or caribjet.com.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited, I can't hide it. In your blast jackpot rising, and I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It's going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
Running a business is hard. Running a creative business, that's 10 times harder. The Grenada Office of Creative Affairs understands the unique challenges creative entrepreneurs face, especially when it comes to securing financing. That's why they have partnered with the Grenada Development Bank to launch the Creative and Cultural Industries Business Development Fund. Hello. Designed specifically for creative entrepreneurs like you and me. Unlock your full potential with our tailored financing options. Access loans of up to $50,000 at just 2% interest, empowering you to upgrade and expand your business. Receive business support vouchers of up to $5,000 to enhance your business plans, financial strategies, or marketing efforts. But that's not all. Nonprofits and community-based projects can secure grants of up to $25,000. So, what are you waiting for? Make the call today and learn how you can finance your dreams. Contact the Grenada Development Bank and unleash your creativity.
A Carnival Pulse is coming. Yes, you heard it. Carnival Pulse, a vibrant live broadcast event that captures the heart and soul of Grenada's Carnival. July 29th to August 9th at the Esplanade and Bruce Street Mall. Stay tuned for more information on Carnival Pulse, a production of MTV and Fusion FM in collaboration with Grenville Property Corporation Limited. This Carnival will be pulsating.
The hurricane season happens every year. We at Grenlec are always conscious of how we maintain our system, always be mindful of how we can have it ready to withstand hurricanes. That's why we have a continuous improvement mindset for our system, continuously maintaining our system, what we refer to in this industry as hardening our system. However, in January, we go through our hurricane manual. We review that with all of our staff members, so each of us know what is our response, what are our roles in terms of preparing for the hurricane season, that's prior to the hurricane season, during the hurricane and even after the passage of a hurricane, so we know what our response and roles would be. We continuously maintain our systems throughout the year, vegetation management in terms of tree trimming, tree cutting. We do appeal to our customers, landowners, that if they have trees that are growing close to our power lines, to allow us to cut them, to have a look at them, so we can prevent these unnecessary outages during this time. So for this hurricane season, we urge all of our customers, all of the Grenadian public, to be prepared, to be ready, so that you can have the right response should we have a hurricane this season.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
This is the MTV Evening News for Tuesday, 9th July 2024. The news headlines comes to you in association with Courts Grenada Limited.
Hello, Carnival. Nice to see you again. Hey people, this is Ezra the Fun Machine and I'm calling all revelers, carnivalists and bacchanalists. Let me tell you, take a loan of $3,000 or more for your costume and pay only $340 per month with God's ready cash. Plus, you get to enter to win your loan back. That's right! Pay $0 down and nothing for the first 30 days. All you need is your ID, proof of address, job letter, pay slip, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Courts Already Cash location today or contact your Carnival band for more details. Experience Carnival 2024 with Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
In the headlines this evening, regional subcommittee formed to tackle impact of Hurricane Beryl. Samaritan's Purse Field Hospital operational on the Sister Isles. NAWASA announces the restoration of all water systems on mainland. And in sports, Holder and Seals I-Test Series victory against England. The details when we come back.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union. With you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening. With the news in detail, I am Troy Gill. In a significant development, CARICOM heads of government under the leadership of Grenada's Prime Minister have established a subcommittee aimed at tackling the pressing challenges confronted by nations affected by Hurricane Beryl. Their focus also extends to exploring avenues for securing crucial financial aid from international donor agencies and lending institutions.
As the recently appointed chair of the Conference of Heads of Government, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell stated that his first order of business in his new position was to rally leaders across CARICOM in a virtual meeting to discuss the impact of Hurricane Beryl across Eastern Caribbean states last Friday. Mitchell made the announcement during a press conference on Tuesday.
The meeting, in fact, was all about Hurricane Beryl. All of the impacted countries from the Cayman Islands and Jamaica in the north to Grenada in the south was reporting in on their preparedness, on the impacts of the hurricane on their societies, economies, the lessons they've learned, the help they needed, the assistance they were prepared to provide to colleagues who've been impacted, and the solidarity and support.
Prime Minister Mitchell disclosed that a subcommittee comprising various heads of government has since been formed so they can leverage financing and international support.
Since then, we have formed a subcommittee of prime ministers and other heads of government led by Prime Minister Mia Mottley. It comprises myself, the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, the Prime Minister of Dominica, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent, and the Grenadines. And our first order of business has been to engage with our partners, particularly the multilateral financial institutions, the IMF, the World Bank, the UN, to address how we are going to finance the recovery, the relief and cleanup efforts, and the various tools available at our disposal, as well as the approach that we will take on this issue.
However, one of their primary obstacles in obtaining financial support is the validation of the data collected and submitted in the aftermath of a natural disaster before financing can be approved. This process must be expedited, Mitchell affirms, so that countries can receive support in a timely manner.
So we are seeking to engage with them to ensure that they understand the need for alacrity in this situation, and that given that it's just the start of the hurricane season, that in fact they have these teams on standby to be able to respond to our data assessment needs and to be able to collaborate with us so that we can in fact unlock the financing that we will need to be able to sustain the relief and recovery efforts.
Mitchell also announced that the 47th regular meeting of the CARICOM heads of government, which was scheduled for July 3rd to the 5th of 2024 and was postponed due to Hurricane Beryl, has been rescheduled for a later date in July to be announced soon. For MTV News, Kayla Flavany.
The National Water and Sewerage Authority, or NAWASA, has made significant progress in the restoration of water systems throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, which endured fallen trees and damaged transmission lines due to the passage of Hurricane Beryl. A NAWASA official stated during a press briefing on Tuesday that all Grenada's water systems have been recommissioned, with systems in Carriacou and Petite Martinique to follow in the coming days. Details in this report.
Communications Officer at NAWASA, Jamila Lewis, reported that as of Tuesday, July 9th, 2024, all 28 water systems on mainland Grenada, which were affected by the passage of Hurricane Beryl, has been recommissioned, and persons throughout the island are once again blessed with water in their taps. At Tuesday's press briefing, Lewis informed the populace that even with the recommissioning of those systems, persons in elevated communities will begin to receive water late Tuesday into Wednesday.
The Moncton water system, we are very happy to report as well that system was up and running as of Monday, July 8th. Like Maribor water system, the persons are receiving a supply, and NAWASA will be conducting its leak checks along the distribution network. And of course, as mentioned, it is particularly important as the network was down for a period of 7 days, and of course it will take a while for persons in those areas to get a supply.
On the Sister Isles, the Carriacou water plant has been recommissioned, enabling plant production and distribution at the plant site. However, this will only be achieved via truckage from Wednesday, July 10th.
Currently, we have a 2,000-gallon water truck that was loaned to NAWASA by a St. Lucian contractor called Renault, and that truck is on island and will start commencement of distribution via truckage, of course, effective Wednesday, July 10th, 2024. A second water truck, which is an 1,800-gallon truck, will be loaned by the Barbados Water Authority, and it is expected to arrive in Carriacou during the coming week, and shipping arrangements are currently being made through Sedima.
She laments that they face a greater challenge in Petite Martinique.
We do have a damaged intake pump, which was brought down to Grenada for servicing, and it will return to Petite Martinique today. Due to the damage, however, a temporary intake structure was put in place to transmit seawater to the plant for treatment. Efforts are also being made by NAWASA to acquire 300-gallon water bladders that can be mounted on the back of pickup trucks, and that will be used to distribute water in Petite Martinique.
Once the plant is operational, distribution will be attempted via the existing distribution network, and efforts should commence on Monday, July 15th in Petite Martinique. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akila Aberdeen.
As part of their continued response to Hurricane Beryl's impact on Carriacou and Petite Martinique, Samaritan's Purse has set up a field hospital on the Sister Isle to aid local healthcare officials amid ongoing repairs at the Princess Royal Hospital and other health facilities. More in this report.
In a concerted effort to maintain essential healthcare services for the residents of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, Samaritan's Purse, which has been airlifting tons of relief supplies to the Sister Isles following the passage of Hurricane Beryl, established a field hospital at the Lauriston Mini Stadium parking lot over the weekend. The hospital was set up amidst ongoing repair efforts at the Princess Royal Hospital to restore partial operational capacity at the earliest possible time. Local and regional liaison for Samaritan's Purse, Bishop Devon Reshe, spoke to our news team on Monday.
Coming from the destruction that we saw, some of the damages that was done to the hospital in Carriacou, as an organization we recognized there was a need to give care to patients. Obviously, when you have natural disasters, people get cuts, bruises, sometimes people have fractures and so on. So we felt that there was need for us to respond and expand our response in Carriacou to include a field hospital. So once the team got here, and our first flight got here within 24 hours of the natural disaster that we had. Once the team got here, we did an aerial survey. I had indicated to the team previous to that there was already damage that was done to the hospital in Carriacou. And we started discussions with the Ministry of Health, because obviously in order to set up a hospital, you need to get permission, because you are going to be bringing in doctors and medical professionals.
A medical team comprising of doctors and nurses are on the ground providing support to local health officials as well, Brashe affirms.
So once there's a need, we will offer the field hospital. And in Grenada, there was an obvious need because we know that the healthcare system in Carriacou is already fragile. And given what have happened with the hurricane, the damage to the building, and obviously some of the professionals there who offer care, they themselves lost different things during the natural disaster. So we felt that there was a need to come alongside those persons and be able to support in the area of healthcare.
Rashe also revealed that a third plane is loaded with supplies at the Morris Bishop International Airport on Monday.
So we had our third DC-8 that came in today. And what we saw coming as part of this DC-8 is more tarpaulins. We also have some hygiene kits. We have some kitchen kits, which provides basic kitchen utensils for persons who may have lost everything. We know that they have been total loss in some instances by what we have seen in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. We had solar lights that came in previously. We have some more of those that have come in onto the shipment. But outside of that, we also have some building materials because we want to move into a phase now where we are able to support people in addition to giving them the tarpaulin. So during the course of this week, you will see, for example, our team going out and helping to work on some of these roofs, helping people to properly place the tarpaulins and so forth as we seek to ramp up what we're doing in terms of supporting people to get back on their feet.
According to a government release, despite current challenges, the Hillsborough Clinic remains operational, providing vital health services to the local community. For MTV News, Kayla Flavany.
Grenada warmly welcomed Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Seas on Tuesday, July 9th, bringing relief supplies to aid in the country's recovery after Hurricane Beryl.
Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Seas docked in St. George's on Tuesday morning, bringing 15 tons of fuel and 2,377 passengers to assist in relief efforts following the passage of Hurricane Beryl. Chairman of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Randall Donald, says this marks an important step in the country's recovery effort.
The economic impact of having more visitors spending money on the ground in Grenada is very much beneficial to us, as money goes directly to stakeholders as we now receive a direct cash injection into the economy. Tourism has always been a main pillar of the Grenadian economy, and we're very happy that this partnership with Royal Caribbean, it sort of solidifies our growing relationships and their willingness to be a responsible corporate partner to ensure that in our time of need, in our greatest times of need, they are showing up and they are there for us.
Donald says welcoming visitors 1 week after Hurricane Beryl shows the resilience of Grenada's tourism industry.
It is important because it gets money circulating in the economy immediately. You have vendors, taxi drivers, small businesses, the taxes that's collected and the goods that are sold in our shops and stores around the nation, along with our spices, because they come to Grenada, they buy spices, they enjoy our chocolates and everything else that we have to offer on the island. So it is very important that we are welcoming visitors coming in, 2,377 people. It creates an impact on the economy.
MTV News also spoke with 2 tourist vendors who were grateful for the assistance received.
It has been a while since we have seen a cruise ship in the island, but we do appreciate it very much. I only heard about it yesterday, so I'm here this morning. We are here this morning to see what we can sell to the public. Oh, quiet. Mine, quiet for the day. For the time being, I hope that I will get something better done. But if I don't, it's okay with me.
We are happy to know that they come to support us, to support the country. And we welcome them. We welcome the support that they is going to give us. I think right now they don't really need food. They need money to be for the building. So we'll look to see what we can do.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Akila Aberdeen.
We end the first segment of the news with the heart-wrenching story of a burial survivor on the sister isle of Petite Martinique. The elderly woman, who now lives at a shelter, says Monday, July 1st, 2024, is a date she will never forget.
We shelter in a house, right? We shelter in a house. I leave my house and I go to our other house and shelter. Then after, we have to leave the house now to go in a downstairs. The roof start to pelt, water start to come in, so we leave and we go downstairs and shelter. Me shop gone, my little shop gone, my veranda gone, my kitchen roof gone, all my clothes wet, all my chest set, everything wet. It was a damp, was a mess. I went to pick up a little gab and all thing to cover the kitchen because it's wetting up and the rain coming, the whole place wet. I was terrible. When I tell you, terrible. I start to cry because I have sugar and pressure. I start to cry. I feel something black in my ears, like I couldn't hear nothing again. I start to tremble. Because, and buildings start to pelt, gravel start to pelt. We did it, we had to leave the other building again and go to our other downstairs to shelter. It was terrible. Just trust me. Experience Ivan and Emily was not so. It was real bad. Trust me. I didn't mean shelter, but they bring in little food, give us something. I didn't mean little shelter, but the whole place wet. I lose everything.
That's the first segment of news. More news when we come back.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News came to you in association with Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LEDs.
They burn less energy, right?
Much less. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
And Grenlec is always advising us not to open the fridge too often.
That's right. And my family washes and irons in bulk.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Where are you come out? Where are you from? I was leave free promotion, it is all budget. Somebody send out the warning.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlec, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Carib Breweries, Coop Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. In your blast up and rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive Jackpot.
It's going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Yemen.
Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Fund your summer plans with a new Visa credit card and get 5,000 bonus reward points on approval. Or you can get discounted interest rates with financing of up to $50,000 unsecured. With Co-op Bank, you have a future you can bank on. Apply today. Special terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there. Easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
Welcome back. Prime Minister and Minister for Disaster Management, Honorable Dickon Mitchell, announced on Tuesday that with assistance from regional partners, the two top priorities include providing shelters to residents and volunteers and cleanup in an effort to begin rebuilding the sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Details in this report.
A contingent of soldiers under the Antigua and Barbuda Defense Force, 8 soldiers from the Guyana Defense Force are on island to assess the state of buildings and are tasked with assisting the government in identifying large public and private buildings that can be easily repaired. According to Prime Minister and Minister for Disaster Management, Honorable Dickon Mitchell, this is to ensure there is additional accommodations for volunteers and residents of Carriacou and Petite Martinique as they continue relief efforts following the impact of Hurricane Beryl.
We need to appreciate this is the start of the hurricane season, and therefore simple things like rainfall is going to cause considerable inconvenience to the citizens there. And we need to ensure that we have at least temporary accommodation that many of them can use should we find ourselves in a situation with prolonged rainfall or, for that matter, prolonged heat. And so the idea here is to make sure that we can identify these large centers, whether they be schools, churches, or other private residences that we can temporarily fix so that we know we have a place of shelter for citizens of Carriacou and Petite Martinique if necessary, and for persons who are coming to do relief work.
The process, which will include a combination of private contractors from the Tri-Island state and soldiers, will start immediately. A cleanup drive will also be executed on the sister isles. However, given the extent of the damage, it will last about 2 to 3 months.
We also wish to minimize any public health risk that may be posed by having large amounts of debris on island. So from the perspective of stagnant water, from the perspective of garbage, from the perspective of dead animals, we want to ensure that from a public health perspective that all measures are taken to minimize the risk of the spread of any disease or other waterborne or mosquito-borne diseases on the island. So the cleanup will be a priority.
Prime Minister Mitchell highlighted that cabinet briefings have been held with the Ministry of Finance to explore all options on how they will finance clean up relief efforts and rebuilding.
And we need to emphasize very early that the rebuilding must have resilience factored into it. We cannot repair and build new or repair old buildings without ensuring that we comply with strict building codes that allows us to minimize losses arising from these hurricanes.
Officials have announced that as of Tuesday, July 9th, 2024, Carriacou and Petite Martinique will no longer be under a state of emergency, but have been declared disaster zones until September 30th. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akila Aberdeen.
Meanwhile, the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, handed over post-disaster supplies to the Grenada Red Cross Society on Tuesday.
In a call of action on Tuesday, the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, handed over post-disaster supplies to the Grenada Red Cross Society to assist those impacted by Hurricane Beryl.
I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the government and people of the United States and the United States Agency for International Development. We were also able to train trained personnel in community disaster relief teams in Carriacou and on the mainland. At this time, these teams are actively supporting the work of the Grenada Red Cross.
Vice President of the Grenada Red Cross Society is Anne-Marie Francis Benoit. The Grenada Red Cross Society was birthed in 1955, which was triggered by the catastrophic Hurricane Janet. The response from regional and international countries has continued to equip the organization with the tools needed to carry out its mandate for the past 60 years. U.S. Ambassador to Grenada and Eastern Caribbean states, Roger F. Nios, committed to the continued diplomatic relations between USAID and the people of Grenada and praised the resilience of aid workers.
This disaster, the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl, you're not going through this alone. You have friends and partners in the United States. I know our allies from the UK, Canada, EU are also very engaged. And what you see today, this handover is really just the beginning. We are committed to Grenada, the people of Grenada, for the long haul. And it's going to be tough, but I will tell you, having visited Carriacou and Petite Martinique yesterday, the spirit of the Grenadian people is resolute.
Head of Disaster Management of the Grenada Red Cross Society, Noreen Cox, expressed her elation for the relief supplied from USAID.
We are really, truly grateful for all of you here. This partnership, it goes back, a few years. It goes back a long time, and we are grateful for your continued support.
The Grenada Red Cross Society will receive a grant from the USAID in addition to the post-disaster supplies. For MTV News, Kayla Flavany.
Scores of children and adults have gathered at several locations nationwide to learn fundamental swimming skills in a supportive and enjoyable environment, despite the challenges posed by Hurricane Beryl. More in this report.
Despite the passage of Hurricane Beryl, which impacted or led to the cancellation of several events across the nation, Director of Get Grenada Swimming, Deb Eastwood, confirmed to our news desk that the second Sandals National Learn to Swim Week for the year 2024 is still on schedule from July 8th to the 12th at various locations across the island. Speaking to MTV News at the Lifeguard Tower, Grand Anse on Monday, Eastwood empathized with families who are facing challenges. However, she says the activity provides an opportunity for skills development, fun, and friendship in a safe, supportive environment.
Yes, well, we started today. The Sandals National Learn to Swim Week started today, and we're inviting everybody to come out, and they don't even have to sign up at this point in time. We've got 12 locations still going now. We know it's been a tough 10 days, but we think it's really good for especially the children to get out and be doing the swim lessons, getting exercise, hanging out with other kids. And so we started today and we're going to Friday every morning from 9 a.m. There's lessons at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and 11 a.m.
She also disclosed the locations where the swim week is being held.
So we're standing in front of the Lifeguard Tower. This is one of our spots in front of Camerhome Park. We also have Umbrella's Restaurant. We have the Catholic Church. And then if you go up the West Coast, we have Grand Mall and Guave and Sautez. Sautez has cleaned up the beach so that it's safe, and they had like 20 kids today, so that part was good. And if you come down the other side, we have Caballé and Grenada Marine in Corinth. We have Birch Grove in the middle of the island, which is nice. And we have True Blue Bay Resort. So there are 12 locations. They're on our website if people want to go to the website and look. Although, just come.
Facilitating the swim week was a last-minute decision. giving the passing and resulting aftermath of the hurricane. She revealed, however, since its commencement, a dedicated team of swim instructors have been actively engaged at the different locations.
We have lots of instructors. There's no problem. We had way more instructors today because we didn't get much publicity out last week because of the hurricane. And we had a big discussion, my board, whether we should have it or not, and everybody felt like it would be good for the island for people to go forward like normal. So we need the kids and the adults to come out and learn to swim.
The Sanders Learn to Swim Week is slated to run from Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. For MTV News, Kayla Flavaney.
Stay with us. Regional highlights are up next.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there. Easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Where are you come out? Where are you from? How was leave free promotion? It is all budget. Somebody send out the warning.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotions, Caribberies, Coop Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Running a business is hard. Running a creative business, that's 10 times harder. The Grenada Office of Creative Affairs understands the unique challenges creative entrepreneurs face, especially when it comes to securing financing. That's why they have partnered with the Grenada Development Bank to launch the Creative and Cultural Industries Business Development Fund. Hello. Designed specifically for creative entrepreneurs like you and me.
Unlock your full potential with our tailored financing options. Access loans of up to $50,000 at just 2% interest.
empowering you to upgrade and expand your business. Receive business support vouchers of up to $5,000 to enhance your business plans, financial strategies, or marketing efforts. But that's not all. Nonprofits and community-based projects can secure grants of up to $25,000. So, what are you waiting for? Make the call today and learn how you can finance your dreams. Contact the Grenada Development Bank and unleash your creativity.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
And now for this evening's regional roundup.
With the regional roundup, I am Clifton James. Dominican Republic authorities have successfully seized 2 major shipments of cocaine off the coast of Bani in the province of Privaria. In a press release, law enforcement officials detailed the extensive operation on Saturday. The agents and military, supported by tactical and reaction teams following intelligence reports, deployed a wide operation by air, sea and land to capture several individuals who, on board a speedboat, a go-fast type, intended to introduce a significant shipment of controlled substances into the Dominican Republic. The statement further explained that after an extensive 15-hour pursuit, law enforcement officials intercepted a vessel several nautical miles south of Punta Salinas near Bani. The boat, carrying multiple individuals, was found to contain 13 bales holding 316 packages of the illicit substance with a total weight of 320.26 kilograms. The operation resulted in the arrest of 3 individuals, 2 Dominicans and 1 Colombian. Tobago's murder toll has hit a record high after gunmen in camouflage shot and killed 4 men in Blackrock yesterday morning. With 5 months left in the year, these murders have pushed the island's toll to 16 for 2024 so far, surpassing last year's total of 14. In what is being described by police as an ongoing revenge killing spree between 2 groups, which began in Mount Pleasant a week ago, Blackrock residents and businesses are now in fear that the war has reached their community. The deceased have been identified as Anselm Douglas, Gregory Hamlet, Samuel McCain and Jamoki Duncan. While 3 of the men were killed on the spot, Duncan died last night at the Scarborough General Hospital. Police told Guardian Media just after midnight that the men were gambling at Douglas's home along Blackrock Main Road when they were ambushed by 3 men. The men were shot about the body. They were all pronounced dead at the scene. The 4th victim was shot and suffered a broken leg during his escape, police sources told Guardian Media. The United States has delivered various military equipment and materials to Haiti as the United Nations sanctioned Kenyan-led multinational support mission to the French-speaking Caribbean community, CARICOM country, has warned the criminal gangs that we have a job and we are committed to doing it. Kenya has offered to send about 1,000 troops to stabilize Haiti alongside personnel from several other countries, including the Bahamas, Antigua and Barbuda, Bahamas, Belize and Jamaica. The first batch of 400 Kenyan troops arrived here last month. The United States has said it would not be sending troops to Haiti, but would be providing over $300 million in financial assistance and up to $60 million in equipment. Over the last weekend, a US Air Force cargo plane arrived at the Toussaint-Louverture International Airport with equipment including several Max Pro armored vehicles. In addition to receiving military equipment, the officers also received various resources to facilitate their mission, including washing machines and a host of other essential items. You're up to date with Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sports is up next.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Fund your summer plans with a new Visa credit card and get 5,000 bonus reward points on approval. Or you can get discounted interest rates with financing of up to $50,000 unsecured. With Co-op Bank, you have a future you can bank on. Apply today. Special terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
A Carnival Pulse is coming. Yes, you heard it. Carnival Pulse, a vibrant live broadcast event that captures the heart and soul of Grenada's Carnival. July 29th to August 9th at the Esplanade and Bruce Street Mall. Stay tuned for more information on Carnival Pulse, a production of MTV and Fusion FM in collaboration with Grenville Property Corporation Limited. This carnival will be pulsating.
Coming up in sports, Holder and Seals eye test series victory against England.
The MTV Evening Sports is brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Mabe stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
And now here's this evening's sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. All-rounder Jason Holder and seamer Jaden Seals are both optimistic that West Indies can deliver an efficient performance to not only better England in their 3-match test series, but more importantly, to offer some semblance of upliftment to the Caribbean, which was recently brushed by Hurricane Beryl. Grenada, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Jamaica are just a few of the islands that faced the wrath of Beryl, and West Indies players are using the setback as motivation to demonstrate the resilience and determination of Caribbean people. Holder, who reflected on West Indies' previous tour of England during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, believes the first step to doing their part in assisting to overcome these tough times is to put their best foot forward in the series, which bowls off at Lord's on Wednesday. Cricket West Indies CWI Rising Stars Men's Under-19 Championship, initially set to commence on July 2nd, with a 3-day competition preceding a 50-over tournament, has undergone significant changes due to Hurricane Beryl's passage earlier this week. The hurricane affected regions including host country St. Vincent and the Grenadines, necessitating a delay and a subsequent alteration in the tournament's format. The tournament will now begin on July 11th in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The updated format will feature 4 rounds of 2-day matches and 5 rounds of 50-over matches. Despite these modifications, the tournament will still conclude on July 31st as initially planned, ensuring teams have a balance of match time to develop their skills and adequate time for recovery between matches. Defending champions Barbados Royals have retained Hayley Matthews and Amanda Jade Wellington ahead of the 2024 Massey Women's Caribbean Premier League WCPL. Also returning to the Royals setup are Australia batter Laura Harris and West Indies stars Chanel Henry, Afi Fletcher, Alia Alain and Kiana Joseph. The Royals will fill the remaining 6 spots at the WCPL draft, which will take place in July. The 2024 Massey CPL takes place in Trinidad from August 21st to 29th, with all 7 matches at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. That's all in this evening's sports. I am Akila Aberdeen.
That's the sports, the weather, and a recap of the headlines when we come back.
The MTV Evening Sports was brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
MTV Weather Report comes to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
We have the will to overcome. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
Good Tuesday evening, viewers, with the nighttime weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. Most sunny and hazy conditions throughout the Eastern Caribbean today, especially here in the south. Some of the islands did see one or two very brief showers, mostly Barbados through to Martinique, but no significant weather is around the area at the moment. The haze is going to ease for a couple of days as this first batch of it moves up into the Caribbean Sea, but another major set of haze is heading our way. Could be here by the latter part of the weekend. We also have two tropical waves to contend with. The first is not showing any signs of development, no major activity with it. The second one has a large area of associated showers and thunder showers, but as it moves westwards, wouldn't necessarily carry those showers along with it. So we are keeping our eyes to see how that would materialize. Mostly patches of moisture bringing some scattered showers to the islands, and this pattern would continue over the next 24 to 36 hours. The forecast for Tuesday night, widely scattered showers, a medium chance of that, over a 60 to 70% chance of that happening. Winds would revert back to become easterly between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Another relatively cool night, a low of 23. The moon rose early on at 9:40. It's going to set later tonight at 10:13. Although generally fair conditions would prevail on Wednesday, there still is a medium chance again of some isolated showers as those patches move across the southern Caribbean. Winds will remain easterly 12 to 24 miles per hour. Moderate seas, 4 to 5 foot waves. Sunrise 5:48, sunset 6:36, high of around 30, 31 again, feeling like 37. The UV index will be moderate. Isolated showers in the forecast for both Port of Spain and Bridgetown with partly cloudy conditions in Kingston. Miami, a bit more clouds there, mostly cloudy, mostly the remnants from Hurricane Beryl. New York and London would both be partly cloudy. Here at home, generally fair conditions on Thursday, but there is a chance that we could be seeing some showers during the early part of the weekend, mostly on Friday and Saturday. The haze is expected to return much stronger from Sunday, when we will be seeing partly cloudy conditions on Sunday, and possibly on Monday also some improvement towards the middle of the week. That is it for me for Tuesday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Wednesday.
Now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Regional subcommittee formed to tackle impact of Hurricane Beryl. Samaritan's Purse Field Hospital operational on the Sister Isles. NAWASA announces the restoration of all water systems on mainland Grenada. And in sports, Holder and Seals I-Test Series victory against England. On behalf of the news and the production departments, I am Troy Gill. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Lloyd David Augustine of Marion St. George, who resided in St. Lucia, passed away on June 7, 2024. at the age of 89. Left to mourn are his dear friend and caregiver, Aletha Catherine Green, brothers Randolph Augustine, also known as Small Axe, and Franklin Augustine in the USA, children Vincent Noel in England, Shane Marshall in Canada, Lydia and Claudius in Grenada, Yanisha and Damien in St. Lucia, many grandchildren, nieces and nephews, many other relatives and friends including Victor Duncan, also known as Flurry, the Augustine families, and friends in Grenada, Carriacou and St. Lucia. The funeral service and interment of the late Lloyd David Augustine of Marion St. George, who resided in St. Lucia, took place on Tuesday, July 9th in St. Lucia. Funeral arrangements were entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. John Joseph, also known as Gurreen and Ace, of Happy Hill St. George, who resided at Grand Roy St. John, passed away on Wednesday, June 19, 2024, at the age of 81. He was the father of Veronica Chance in Tobago, Albert Philip, also known as Mankey in Grenada, and Margaret Cador, also known as Bainu in the USA. Adopted father of Ronnie Hackett in the USA, Andre and Christine Hackett, Chanel, Shania and Chanel Thomas, Ursula Graves and Erlyn Mitchell. Brother of Helena Sandy, Teresa McQueen, Lambert Nelson, Kingston Doreen, Magdalene, Reynald and Uriah Patrick. Uncle and granduncle of Paulson Lynch in Canada, Kadisha Ross Lynch, Colin McQueen, Nurse Samantha Patrick, WPC 902 Kerry Patrick, Florine Lynch, Salisha Patrick, and Jonathan Horsford. Other relatives and friends including the Lynch, Patrick and Nelson families of Happy Hill, Grace Murray, Hinson Jones, Josephine McQueen, Gwendolyn Augustine, Alwyn James, Gillian Robertson, and grandcase caregivers, Anthea McEwen, the fishermen of Grand Roy, and friends and neighbours of Happy Hill, St. George and Grand Roy St. John. The funeral of the late John Joseph, also known as Gurreen and Ace, of Happy Hill St. George, who resided at Grand Roy St. John, will take place on Wednesday, July 10th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grand Roy Catholic Church, and interment will be at the Family Cemetery, Grand Roy. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. George Winrod Butler of Wharf St. John passed away on Friday, 14th June 2024, at the age of 92. He was the brother of Alfred. He leaves to mourn several nieces and nephews and the rest of the Butler family in Grenada and abroad. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Norma Glean and family, the Banfield, Harrock, Vincent, Taylor, Best, McPhail and Gloud families, the Williams family of Grove, Norris Mitchell and family, Ashton and Thomas John, members of Grencare and the fishermen of Grove, and friends and neighbours of Grove and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late George Winrod Butler of Grove St. John will take place on Thursday, July 11th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grove Anglican Church, and interment will be at the Anglican Churchyard Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Laurie Paisady, also known as Chapel and Paisady of Cloget St. John, died on Saturday the 29th of June at the age of 70. He is survived by his children Janelle McEwen in the US, Alianne Jerocan, Sallyanne Denver Garvin, and Florica Mitchell, all in Grenada. Sisters Sybil, Phyllis, Eulene, Jean, Maureen, Allison, Maxine in the UK, and Donica in the USA. Stepson Lambert Smith. 11 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren. In-laws Dennis Juracan, Hannaford Mitchell, Roxanne Marshall, Victor, Benedict, Eddie, Reggie, and David. Many nieces and nephews too numerous to mention. Other close relatives and friends, including Eric Williams and family, Andrew Paisady and family, Amanda Jones and family, the Daniel, Nash, Sandy, Hood, Stroud, Ambrose, Paisady, Mitchell, and Gurley families, friends, neighbors of Cloget, Grove, and surrounding areas. The celebration of the life of the late Laurie Paisady, also known as Chapel and Paisady, will take place on Friday the 12th of July at 2 p.m. The funeral service will be held at the Clogier Seventh-day Adventist Church, Clogier St. John, and followed by a private interment. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Rose Teresa Blackman of Mamacan St. Andrew, who resided at Marianne and Mountgay St. George, passed away on Thursday, July 4th, 2024, at the age of 58. The funeral arrangements for the late Rose Teresa Blackman of Mamacan St. Andrew, who resided at Marianne and Mountgay St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Oscar Marast of Paraclete St. Andrew died on Saturday the 29th of June at the age of 73. We'll have funeral arrangements for the late Oscar Marast of Paraclete St. Andrew in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Esme Nicholas of Duquesne St. Mark, who resided at Mount Hartman St. George, passed away on Monday, July 8th, 2024, at the age of 78. The funeral arrangements for the late Esme Nicholas of Duquesne St. Mark, who resided at Mount Hartman St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Sharon Veronica Wint Peterson of Marianne St. George died on Thursday the 4th of July at the age of 65. We'll have funeral arrangements for the late Sharon Veronica Wint Peterson of Marianne St. George in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Ina Dorothy Harriman, also known as Anna, of Florida St. John, passed away on Tuesday, 25th June 2024, at the age of 78. The funeral arrangements for the late Ina Dorothy Harriman, also known as Anna, of Florida St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Geraldine Hilaire of Mirabeau St. Andrew died on Saturday, 29th June 2024, at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Geraldine Hilaire of Mirabeau St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Cecilia Dowden, also known as Nanny, of Montmorut St. George, died on July 1st, 2024, at the age of 91. The funeral arrangements for the late Cecilia Dowden, also known as Nanny, of Montmorut St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Margaret Clarine Clark, née Patris, also known as Carew, of Windward Carriacou, who resided at Grand Mole St. George, passed away on Sunday, June 30th, 2024, at the age of 75. The funeral arrangements for the late Margaret Clarine Clark, née Patris, also known as Carew, of Windward Carriacou, who resided at Grand Mole St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Gordon Benjamin, also known as Cobra, of Tempe, who resided at River Road, St. George, passed away on Wednesday, 26 June 2024, at the age of 87. The funeral arrangements for the late Gordon Benjamin, also known as Cobra, of Tempe, who resided at River Road, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Clotilde Felix of Mamacan St. Andrew passed away on Sunday, 23 June 2024, at the age of 80. The funeral arrangements for the late Clotilde Felix of Mamacan St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Jean Elcock, also known as Tanti Sister, Mom and Sister of Mardi Gras St. David, died on Tuesday the 25th of June at the age of 87. The funeral arrangements of the late Jean Elcock, also known as Tanti Sister, Mom and Sister of Mardi Gras St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Gregory Joel Thomas, also known as Watiwe of Crochet St. Andrew, passed away on Sunday, 16th June 2024, at the age of 42. The funeral arrangements for the late Gregory Joel Thomas, also known as Watiwe of Crochet St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Bernadette Peters of Birch Grove St. Andrew passed away on Thursday, 13th June, at the age of 60. The funeral for the late Bernadette Peters of Birch Grove St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
I'm Pastor Jerry Keynes Douglas, and I'd like to take the opportunity today to express my deepest sympathy to all of you who have lost loved ones, friends, members of your family or inner circle. Probably one of the hardest issues to deal with in life is the loss of a loved one, someone close. There is arguably no harder blow than to be separated from someone as a result of death, and especially so when that death has come as a tragedy, as a tragic circumstance. Our deepest sympathy is with you today. I'd like to share a word of comfort with you from the Word of God that we can all learn from as we deal with bereavement, with mourning, with sorrow, and with the pain of a lost loved one. I like to say from the Word of God, we learn about Abraham, the patriarch. And the Bible says that when Abraham's wife, Sarah, died in Hebron, that Abraham sat down to mourn and to weep for her. And then, after a period of mourning and weeping, the Bible says Abraham arose and he went to do business, to buy land, to build a tomb for Sarah, and to bury her remains. And for all of us, there is that issue of dealing with the grieving period. And yes, it's okay to mourn, it is okay to grieve, it is okay to express that sense of loss and the pain that it comes with it. But I say to you today, you're not alone. Like Abraham, go ahead and mourn. You're not alone. It's natural, let it happen. However, I also believe that by the grace of God, you're not alone in these times. So God says, and as you feel that pain, He says, come to me, all ye that are heavy laden, burdened and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. We need to come to Him and find a grace that goes beyond the casual comfort that people may give to us. Find support in God Himself. I also want to say to you that if you mourn and you know your loved one knew the Lord, you know the Lord, then we do not mourn as those who have no hope, But we know that Jesus will come again and the dead in Christ shall arise. That ought to be your hope as well. But finally, I also want to say to you in this difficult time to focus on what your loved one would have wanted. The Bible says Abraham rose up after his mourning, even during that, and he was able to get on with his life. And your loved ones would certainly want you to go through some grief and some mourning, but also to be able to move on with your life and to do the things that they would want you to do, to be strong, to bounce out of your grief and to be able to carry on and to fulfill the rest of your life until the day comes when you or I would be inevitably moved out of here by the same process. So my prayers are with you today, that God would help you and give you comfort and grace in this time of bereavement. May the Lord bless you and help you and strengthen you in an amazing way. And as I close, I give you this wonderful promise from God's word. He says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God." He says, "I will strengthen you, I will help you, and I will support you with my mighty right hand." Isaiah 41:10. May God bless you.